Saul Mervis is the co-owner of the Grill House, which has won the Best of Johannesburg award for 8 years in a row. He says it's not only about the food, it's also about the experience. Sean's focus going forward is on growing the retail side of his business, which means it will be very much about that customer experience. Saul shares his winning recipe for dealing with and creating relationships with customers.
When you're creating relationships with customers, you need to always bear in mind that one of the things a customer likes to hear the most is their own name. So for you to build up a customer base, possibly the best thing to do is to get familiar with your customers, get friendly with them and turn them into regular customers. You need to understand what they want and you need to try and offer what they want as best as they can. Value and price are two completely different things. So if your business is a little bit more expensive than other businesses, for argument's sake, it really doesn't matter. It's about giving them the feeling that when they walk out, they've received value for their money. It's very important for you to be able to understand your business and see it as the customer would be able to see it. In order to have exceptional customer service and to run a profitable business, it's all-encompassing and you have to understand the business in its entirety. In our industry, for argument's sake, we like to say we don't just offer service, we offer hospitality. We make people feel comfortable, we make them feel warm, and a very important adage in business is always to understand that people spend money where they feel happy. In order to make your business a success, it's important, I think, to focus on your strengths within the business. If you are a particularly good people's person, then rather be out there, be with the people. If you're not that technical, leave the technical aspect to people who are. Having said that, if you are running a small business, it's important to understand the business from the back right through to the front. It's important to understand what goes on so that you can step in when you need to be counted, or so that you can really see that your staff are doing what needs to be done correctly. But focus on what you're good at and get somebody else to help you in areas that you're not.
Every small business has the potential to create employment and contribute to a greater South Africa. Nedbank is making a difference by helping small business owners make things happen in their businesses.
Nedbank understands the importance of the small business sector in creating jobs. We are committed to playing a role in ensuring job creation in South Africa, and the small business sector is critical towards driving that objective. Through Small Business Friday, we believe that everyone, whether it's small business, big business, entrepreneurs, consumers, and users of services, can make a big difference. To make your contribution, cast your vote with your heart, with your feet, with your wallet, and also by recommending your small business, whether it be your plumber, your florist, to family, friends, and associates, and people that you generally do business with. Through this initiative, Nedbank is enabling the success of small business and partnering for a greater South Africa. We encourage you to do something small to make a big difference.
There's just 1 week left to enter. Here's how Nedbank could make big things happen for your small business.
Get your business off to a great start with the big prize for small business from Nedbank. Get free banking for 2 years with your Nedbank business account, plus an incredible Samsung business package worth 65,000 Rand. The revamp of your brand image and corporate identity to the value of 30,000 Rand. And financial, admin and legal consultation with our business expert, Dane Niemand. Register on simplybiz.co.za to enter now, and you can make big things happen for your small business. T's and C's apply.
Sean has the drive and the passion. With a plan for the future and a strong positioning, Sean could be right where he wants to be, at the forefront of South Africa's battery industry.
Fame thought not only would it be a good idea for Sean to develop his vision into a business plan, but also to drill that business plan down into a monthly operating plan.
From a financial perspective, Sean, you've got so much experience, and I like to see that you know gross profit and markups and all those good things, but they're all sitting in your head. They need to be documented to be part of your business plan.
A monthly operating plan will help you break down your business plan into manageable monthly goals and should cover all the areas you would normally include in a business plan, such as finances, staff, equipment, sales, and marketing. Part of Sean's plan is to grow the retail side of his business. Mike said that retail would require a mind shift.
If you want to get into this space, you have to position yourself as an expert, a friend of the customer. That's where it all sits. So the first thing that you need to do is to change your signage, or at least put some signage up there that says Car and Battery Advice Center. Be the one person who offers advice on this. One of the challenges that Battery and Forklift SA has is to grow the retail side of their business. It's very important to Sean that he gets that right. So I have a few ideas around that. What we're looking to change it to is Automotive Battery Advice Center.
Sean can put his expertise to good use by sharing his knowledge with his customers. This will go a long way in developing trust and positioning Sean not only as an expert, but also as the customer's friend.
Sean tells me there are 32 different things that can be wrong with your battery.
Sure.
I want them on a list.
Okay.
So customers can go through them, have a look and say, that's what's wrong with my battery.
Mike said to effectively reach the corporate market, Sean should develop a presentation that speaks to them in a language they understand.
Why you? Why would they need it? Why they shouldn't do it themselves? How much can you save them? How much time? All that in the presentation. I think you're going to find that changing all the time.
A website is an essential element of corporate marketing strategy. Remember to place your corporate presentation on your website. Mike said that Sean should improve the look and feel of his premises, reminding him that first impressions are the only impressions.
Develop what's known as a property walkthrough. It's a checklist of everything. You come in the morning, you put yourself in the mind of the customer, you go, wow, is there a mess? No, tick it off.
Developing and using a property walkthrough score sheet will help you see your store through the customer's eyes. Thane thought that Sean should look at his staff as an investment and get a return on that investment by setting them specific tasks and targets.
Staff are actually an investment. And because they're an investment, you need, as an owner, to get a return on that investment. Now, some people say, well, maybe I should get 3 or 4 times their salary as a return in sales. But what you're not doing is giving them specific targets as to sales and specific targets as to activities.
Thane also thought Sean should calculate the viability of employing an additional staff member. Bringing an admin person on board to assist you in your small business could help you make better use of your expertise and time, so you can focus on bringing in new business.
What you've got to do is calculate how much more business you're going to make by being out in the customers' faces, as opposed to the cost of a staff member that's doing your administration.
Mike said that Sean would benefit from understanding how to position his business in the marketplace.
If you can find that space where you love what you're doing, your customers need what you're doing, they're prepared to pay for it, and you're the best at it, that's where you'll have a successful business.
Running a business is a lot like monitoring the life of a battery. You have to use your energy effectively. Not forgetting, of course, to take time to recharge. Next on It's My Biz.
We meet a woman who started her own business in her mid-40s. 15 years on, this passionate horticulturalist has a well-known nursery selling hundreds of rare, exotic and indigenous plants. But the admin side of her business is taking her away from what she loves doing best. She also believes she needs to nurture the sales side of her business.
On the next episode of It's My Biz, Thursday at 5:30 p.m. on E!